and of Streetsboro. We also, last year, had a foreign exchange student from Germany that we hosted at the high school, and that was part of our support. And as you get older, we have a club at Hiram College called Rotary. We also have some students in college who go to the RILA program. And we are looking forward to working with Harmon Middle School a little more this year in some type of service project that we've set up as one of our goals. And we'll be talking with Mr. Abramovich and other members of the club, come up with something we can do to help out Harmon in some kind of service to our community. So we are very interested in new generations, even though some of us are in a little older generation, but definitely we're pleased that you're with us today. So at this time I'd like Mark Abramovich, the principal, to come up and introduce our students. Mark, welcome.
We'll use the kids can use the microphone when they come up and say a few words. I don't think that I've always been told that I never really needed a microphone when I speak. So can everybody hear me okay? Thank you again, Rotary Club, for having us here. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it. I was excited when Paul talked to me a while ago in terms of coming up with a service project that the Rotary and Harmon Middle School can do together, and they will help us out with, and I think that is outstanding. We really appreciate the support. And I always say that's what is so excellent about this community, is that the support that we get from everyone, everywhere we go in our school. We have two students here today that, when we have every other year, obviously we have the September, since we do every other month with high school. When we do September, it's always a unique one because I send out to the faculty, I say, I need some students for Students of the Month. You know, I have my list, then I ask them to send me their list. And, you know, they've only had the kids at that time for about 2 or 3 weeks, so you're still getting to know the kids and their names. And so what I did also was talk to 7th grade teachers as well, besides 8th grade teachers. And what came up on both lists were these two individuals many times over and over again. And it's neat because these 8th grade teachers who only had these kids for a couple weeks, they've already made such an impact on their school year so far. That was really neat to see. And the 7th grade teachers, one of them said, you know, you definitely have to have this individual. It's a gift. And so it's really nice to see these individuals that Harmon, I think, has so many of, and these two have really risen above a great group of 8th grade classmates. First up, we're going to have is Emma Frankman. Emma is a member of the Beta Club at school. She's in band, soccer, cheerleading, track, ski club, involved in many things. As you'll see, we encourage that so much at Harmon. Outside of school, she's very involved with her dance. She's, as teachers have said, and I have seen, she's definitely a leader by example. She's an outstanding individual that as a teacher says, she's always doing the right thing. How can you not pick her as Rotary? Because she's always doing what she's supposed to do. She's liked by everyone. She's very involved. Her grades are outstanding. She's consistently at 96, 97%, if not up to 100% or above throughout her grades since 6th grade. And it's a quarter in, quarter out thing for Emma. So I'd like to bring up Emma Frankman to have her talk a little bit about herself.
Yay!
Today my grandma, my mom, and my dad came, and first I'd like to say thanks to Dugan's because this breakfast was really good. And also to the Rotary Club, I'm really honored to be picked for this. And my favorite subject in school is either math or English, but I'm leaning towards math. But my favorite part about the Harmon School, besides the subjects, is that the teachers are always there helping you succeed. You can ask them for anything and they'll help you get it. And in school, again, I'm involved in soccer, cheerleading, track, Beta Club, and band. And outside of school, I do competitive dance. And when I get older, I want to definitely go to college. And I don't know what I want to do yet, but I hope I can work with kids. So, again, thank you for this experience.
Terrific. Thank you again, Emma. In a little bit, we're going to call the kids back up here for a couple things at the Rotary Club that Bob Stansky will be presenting to them. The next student up is you want to take a step back, and also with Emma, her parents, Paul and Angie, that are here with us as well, are two teachers at Harmon Middle School. And by any means, it's a given. If you know anybody, if you know them or myself or Emma, it doesn't matter that that's the case. That's why she was selected. But her parents are just outstanding individuals and supporters, live in the community. two of the best teachers in the building, hands down, very involved in every activity that they can possibly be involved in. And so it's really neat to see that, because then when we go to our next student, Ian Demling, parents as well that I've known now for several years, again, very involved, supportive individuals. And you just, again, see that in the Aurora community, that it's always everyone helping everyone out. You always hear that expression, it takes a community or a whole village to raise a child. And I think in Aurora, you see that definitely throughout. The next student up is Ian Demling. Ian is an individual at school, is involved in Beta Club, Orchestra, Tech Tuesdays, a new club that he's really been helping steer and be a part of, because it's still in its infancy stage, but he's been really aggressive to try to keep it going. Math club, robotics, and outside of school, he's again involved with First Tech Challenge, Boy Scouts. Ian's an individual that usually averages around a 99–100% in his classes. Outstanding student as well, like Emma. His grades are just continually unbelievable. He's an individual in class that's always willing to help, and as the teachers say, his input, that when he puts in and adds into discussions or in the labs or in the group work, is outstanding. He's above and beyond that of an 8th grade, that gives that above and beyond of an 8th grader's insight. Very kind individual, and again, a great representative of Harmon Middle School. This is Ian Demler.
Yay, Ian.
Hi, I'm Ian Demling, and I'm an 8th grader at Harmon Middle School. I'm honored to be here today in the presence of my mom, my dad, and my principal, to accept this recognition from the Rotary Club. Harmon is really a great school. All of the teachers have an unparalleled energy geared towards learning. If you're ever having trouble or you need help, you can just go in and see them, and they'll help you with anything that you need. There's countless amounts of activities and after-school clubs that you can participate in. Some that I participate in, like Mr. Bramford said, were math club and electronics club. Being involved outside of school is just as important as being involved in school. I am in the school orchestra and I play violin. I take piano lessons at the Aurora School of Music. I'm also in Beta Club, which is an organization that focuses on community service and the needs of others. And I participate in Tech Tuesdays after school. And this is a program one of my teachers created last year, where anyone who is having trouble with electronic devices can come in and get help from students who know a lot about the subject. And I'm also involved in First Tech Challenge, and it's a robotics program where a team of 3 to 8 people build and program a robot basically from scratch to complete various challenges. For school, a good student needs to be committed and not just involved. It's not enough to just come to school and be there. You need to be committed to getting good grades and completing your work on time. As Martina Navratilova once said, to see the difference between being involved and being committed, look at a plate of breakfast. The chicken was involved, but the pig was committed.
Yes.
For my future, I plan on completing high school and then going off to college. Some colleges I have in mind are maybe Carnegie Mellon University or the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. I would maybe like to study some other area of engineering or mathematics. To finish this off, I just want to say thanks to the Rotary Club for having this event and everything they do for the community. Thanks to Dugan's for hosting this event and breakfast. And thanks to my parents, teachers, and principals for the support they give me every day. The fact that I was chosen is truly an honor amongst such a great 8th grade class.
Yeah.
Well, Mark, excellent job of selecting students and starting us off. That's great, both of you. We do have a couple things for you. Why don't you come on up, Emma and Ian? First item that we have is a plaque presented to Emma Franklin, recognition of your devotion to attain the high scholastic level while participating in activities which develop good citizenship. And this is from the Rotary Club of Aurora. Something you can have. And we also have one of those for Ian Demling. Same thing. It's high scholastic award. Congratulations.
Yay.
Both of you mentioned Dugan's. Well, you know, Larry here is really good with us, and he's also good with the students. Here's a $25 gift certificate for you and your family.
Right.
There's one for you to be able to come to Dugan's another time, not for breakfast, probably for dinner sometime. Also, The Rotary Club of Aurora will donate $25 to the Harmon Library in each of your names at the end of the school year so that they can purchase some additional equipment there. And the other item that we do is we have outside here in Ed Dugan's, there'll be a plaque as you come in, and your names go up there as winners for this, for this month. So congratulations to both of you.
Yay.
There's one other item up here. Scott Pease was able to get